Hey, welcome to being here. Today I'm going to be covering testosterone and how that impacts your performance on the field and your strength gains and all these other things. So if you're a guy, you're going to want to listen to this one because it is really important. Yeah, and I keep finding that, my clients who don't have high testosterone, if I get their testosterone higher, naturally, they come back with awesome results. So let's get into that. So today, what does testosterone do? Well, testosterone is a hormone, okay? And most people know that, like, it's like they'll call it the male hormone, and females have it too. Just males have it a lot more of it, and we need it because it's a big part of how you're going to build muscle, okay? Because it elevates your growth hormone. All right, so if you have more testosterone, then you're going to be able to build muscle faster. All right, and if you have more testosterone, one of the other big things is you're going to be more motivated. All right, higher testosterone is actually linked with higher motivation. All right, you're going to want to compete more. All right, and how much as a rugby player, any sports player, in matter of fact, is that actually going to help your performance? If you're trying to compete on every single play, you're that absolute bulldog that's just there, nipping at everyone's heels all the time. And that's a big part of testosterone. Okay, so like if your testosterone is low, you're not going to get this. Now, one of the biggest problems these days is that testosterone is dropping, and it's been showing in studies. Like I've seen one study where it's dropped up to 30%, up to 60% in the last 30 years. And that's insane. That is absolutely insane to think about that. Okay, because that comes with other complications like infertility and all these other things. So infertility is a big one for me. Like I see my friends now trying to have kids and stuff, and if their testosterone isn't very good, then they're going to struggle with that. And then your sex drive and all these other things that make you a male. All right, even like things like trying to gain status, like that is linked with testosterone. Okay, and so like having low testosterone really is going to make you suffer. All right, not just on the field, but off the field too. All right, so if you feel like this is you might really want to listen in. Okay, so step number one is always to go and get it tested. Okay, have your baseline, and like I don't. Who cares where it's at the start? Okay, maybe it's low. All right, maybe you're having all these problems and you're not putting on as much muscle as you want. You have slow strength gains. Maybe you have weak bones too. That's another part of it. Go and get it tested. So you're gonna go to your doctor. Right, you're gonna get asked, hey, I want to get my testosterone tested. It's easy enough to say that. Maybe get a full blood count with it as well. That always helps. Get your vitamin D tested, and from there you have a baseline. You can get, hey, okay, here's my levels. All right, is this good or bad? I don't want to go into what like levels you want to go after right now, but what I will say is that like whatever they say is like normal ranges, you want to be the top of the normal range. Like you want to have as high as possible on that normal range. Right, and if you're not, then how can we get you there? And we can, because it's said that our ancestors had way higher testosterone. Like your grandfather had way higher testosterone, and then males these days. Okay, so how can we get back to that? So go and do that. Organize, see your doctor. You have to get a blood test, so you have to go see your doctor, get a blood test, get your bloods done. Be about a week later, and you want to actually get the whole thing. You want to get, you don't want your doctor just to like send you a text of like, hey, yeah, it's normal. You want to actually see what's the numbers. Okay, so and then you can have that recorded, and then over your lifetime you can actually see, okay, like where's my testosterone tracking? Because they say that your testosterone goes down as you age. Well, should it, or is that just because people aren't healthy that their testosterone is going down? That's the question I like to ask, because I know that healthy males in general that I've met and trained actually kept their high testosterone. So that leads me into the next question. Okay, what is lowering testosterone? All right, and that's where we got to start. Okay, that's where we got to start. Rather than let's try to add in boosters and stuff like that. let's look at what's actually lowering testosterone, and let's try and mitigate that. Okay, and then let's see where that gets you to, and then we can add things on top to make it even higher naturally. Okay, and these, like, when I say naturally, I say anything that's not banned, because, like, I'm not ever going to recommend someone go and actually take a steroid or something like that, which is going to boost testosterone. Okay, and you might know people that have done that path, and that's on them. That's fine. It's not fine if they're in sport, but it's fine, if they're just everyday person. Like, that's it comes with some pretty heavy implications, or it can if they don't do it properly. And yeah, I've never gone down that path. I've never had to go down that path. I don't want to go down that path, but yeah, you see the results of people that do. Like, obviously, like, a lot of bodybuilders that go down that path, and you see the results. So what is that high testosterone doing? It's helping them build muscle. It's helping them recover faster. Okay. So, like, that's just proof in the cause there. Anyway, let's get back into what is lowering testosterone. Well, my number one is always going to come back to a couple of things. So, sleep and your nutrition. Okay, so they're my big two that are going to be lowering testosterone, or not letting you get optimal testosterone. Okay, and number one is, okay, like, people tell you need to sleep 8 hours. Yes, you need to sleep 8 hours, but the quality of that sleep is just as important. Okay, so are you getting deep sleep? Are you getting REM sleep? You know that is just as important. Okay, so, like, most people will, or at least a lot of kids these days that talk to me, they play video games and stuff before they go to bed. Now, if you're playing video games before you go to bed, your brain doesn't actually know the difference between the stress in the video game and the stress in real life. Okay, so that if you can stop that, at least give yourself half an hour before you go to bed, and actually bring yourself back down properly, like ready to sleep, so like your body's not in a stress state. Okay, because that's actually what's happening. Like, when you're playing a video game, like, you're shooting people, whatever. I don't play video games, but your body doesn't know the difference, so you're actually in a stress state. Okay, and when you're in a stress state, you cannot switch off and get into your parasympathetic nervous system, or like your your rest and digest. All right, and so, like, your sleep quality isn't going to be as good. Okay, so, like, that's my number one. Okay, my number two is definitely your food. All right, and this is, I don't want to call it controversial, because it's not controversial anymore, but people aren't eating enough fats, and, like, good fats, like your butters, your steak. Yes, they are more calorie dense. Okay, they are more calorie dense, but you got to actually understand how is testosterone made. All right, and how are all your steroidal hormones made? And the simple answer is it's coming from cholesterol. That's the most simple answer. Like, it does have, like, a whole bunch of different pathways, but, like, that's a simple answer. So, okay, or if you know that, or okay, I've got to get more cholesterol in. And once you start doing that, then okay, that should start picking you up if you're not getting that in. And, like, if you look at the last 50 years, people have been told that fat is extremely bad. Fat's going to kill you, which we know is not true. Like, people are always trying to demonize things. All right, try not to fall into, like, the traps of things being demonized. Right, most things have a time and place. Maybe not seed oils though. The next thing would be the liver not working as well. So, like, your liver's job is actually clear estrogen, and estrogen and testosterone have this relationship. Like, if you have too much estrogen, then your testosterone is going to come down. It's like, that's pretty common. Okay, and most people's livers are getting, like, burdened with other things that needs to be working on. So, like, one of the roles of the liver is to, like, detoxify you, okay, and, like, help clean you out. So if you're drinking a lot of alcohol, then what do you think the liver has to do? It's got to clear that, right? It's got to clear those toxins. So if it's doing that, it can't do its other jobs as well. Okay, if the liver's not working as well as it should, then of course it's not going to clear the estrogen as well. Like, you're not going to hold as much testosterone. You will find it harder to lose fat. That's another thing. So yeah, these things start to add up. Okay, so there's sort of like my main sort of points that I want to go through in this video. Go and get tested. All right, go and get your blood test. Okay, yes, you have to get a little needle, whatever. Yes, it'll take you a little bit of time, but like you can keep coming back up to this year after year, or even like after block, every 3 months. You could go and get your bloods tested again and be like, okay, how am I recovering? How am I doing here? And like if your testosterone is plummeting, okay, you probably need a rest. All right, if you're training really hard and your testosterone is plummeting, okay, something's not right. Okay, and like you could see that, and then be like, oh, this might actually lead to an injury. Okay, like you might see that your testosterone dropped significantly, and like at the end of that, then you're more likely to get injured. Okay, because obviously your body's not recovering. Okay, so something's going to go, something's going to snap, something's not right. So that it can just be another measurement tool that you have to understand your own body. So yeah, go and get it tested, and then start working on, okay, like what's lowering it. Can I start doing things about, what might be lowering my testosterone? Okay, then like we can build on to other things. Like I brought out my enhanced performance product, which is a short course to show you exactly how to build up your testosterone to like a very high natural level. And it's been interesting seeing all the guys coming back to me with their levels, and I just want to, and it's going to be awesome seeing all the guys build up their testosterone. And yeah, I'm really excited for that. Really excited to see the results from that. So that's another option too. I'm not going to be like, hey, you go buy this, but like it's there if you want. It's on the website. I'll put the link in the notes. Yeah, go and get it tested, then start sorting yourself out. And yeah, I hope that was really interesting. But like, it is really important. It is like I can't understate that if you want to jump higher, you want to run faster, you want to hit harder. Okay, if you have low testosterone, that's all going to be harder, if possible. If not, like not even possible. Like you're not even going to get stronger. You're not even going to feel strong in the gym. Okay, this is like how important it is. So if you like it, please share this. Hit subscribe on my channel, like it. I'm very grateful for everyone that's been getting around my videos of late. Thank you.